Hello, my name is Julie, and this is KS Mom Crochets, and today is Crochet Podcast number 94. So it's been a little while. I kind of disappeared there for a little bit, but I wanted to pop on here real quick because I actually did complete a few small things to share with you all. And then at the end, I will, if you're interested, I will just talk a little bit about life. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. So, all this year, I have been participating in Litza over at Coco's Crochet. Her cow, it is Coco's Crochet Cow 2024, and it was a 6 month long cow that we did 2 projects a month. So, you got your full year's worth of projects in 6 months, which was really awesome. Now, I did get a little bit behind on the project number 11, so I actually didn't complete it in time, but I did get it done, so that's what matters, right? And project number 11 was coasters, and I have a coaster that I just absolutely love. It just makes me happy to make it, and I have shared this on my channel before, but I just really wanted to make it again. And it is the sunflower coaster, and it is by easybreezycrochet.com. It's free on their blog, and I just absolutely love it. I think it's so beautiful, and it's so easy to make. It is only 4 rounds, I think. It's 4 or 5, but I'm pretty sure it's just 4. And I just absolutely love how that it turns out. Now, I know sunflowers are more geared toward fall, like you see them in a lot of fall decor, but they just make me happy. They're such a cheerful flower. They're definitely my all-time favorite flower. They are just such happy flowers. So that is what I chose to do, and I did make 2 of them. Like I said, I have made these before, and I don't know what I did with them. But I really like that they are bigger because I use like a 15 ounce, I think, coffee cup, and they're really big, and these work well for my coffee. I did use a 5mm hook, and I used all Hobby Lobby's I Love This Cotton in the color brown and gold. And like I said, this is such a simple coaster pattern, and I just absolutely love it. I think that it is so pretty, and I really enjoyed making it again. And I know that I will make it again, in the future, because for some reason, I will make coasters and then they disappear. Like, I don't know what happens to them. And then, like, if I have seasonal coasters, I will put them up, and I can't remember what I did with them. So, yeah, but I will be using these now. I'm not going to wait till like fall or anything because I just absolutely love them. And so that is my project number 11 for Liz's cow. And then she did release project number 12. I think that it's almost over. Like, I think it ends this Saturday. And it was embellishments. And I had one in mind that I had made before. It was an elephant, but I ended up changing my mind because as I talk about Litz's project, I will actually show you my last finished object as well because they go hand in hand, because I used the embellishment that I made on this project. And so I will just go ahead and show you. It'll be easier. So I did make Osito the bear, and I had started him, I don't know, the end of May, I think, and I finally finished him. I had him to about right here, so I had to make all of his like arms and his ears and stuff. I think I already had his muzzle made, and then like finish him up. I think he turned out so cute. But he did come out of this Crochet Now magazine that I was gifted, and it is issue number 90. And in the magazine, he's holding a heart. And I really just, I like that he's holding a heart. I think that that is super cute. But I just wanted to do something else with him. And I had no idea when I was making him what I was going to do. I just knew that I really didn't want to make him hold something. It's really hard for me to place arms where they're supposed to go to hold. Like if I had made that heart, I think it would have been hard for him to hold it where I actually placed his arms. I could be wrong. I don't know. But I knew that I wanted to do something different. And so that is when I made the sunflower embellishment, because like I said, that was her project. And I was like, oh, that would be perfect. I'll just make an applique or an embellishment for my bear. And that will go on with Litz's cow. So for this little sunflower, I actually got it from a gnome pattern, and it is free on windingroad.com. It's free on her blog. So the gnome, I've actually made the gnome before. I think I made it last fall, and I just really liked her sunflower. The only thing about the sunflower is it wants to curl up, but using it as an embellishment is so like good for like a bigger space, because you can actually like tack the petals down, and that's what I should have done on that gnome that I made a long time ago. But I just hot glued this on his shirt, and I used Bonbon Ice yarn for Mary Maxim, and chocolate and straw, and I used a 3mm hook on all of this. But that was my project number 12 for Litz's cow, and I just love it. I think that it turned out really cute on him. And gnomes, like the gnome patterns, there are a ton of free patterns out there, and the embellishments for those gnome patterns are so good to use for other things because they're already small. Like they're made to fit on a hat usually. And so I just think that's a really great place to start. Like even if you don't like making gnomes, their embellishments work well for other amigurumis, as you can tell. And so back to Osito. I really liked making him. I was a little worried because I had made his legs are actually separate, and then you make him from the, like when you start on the body, it starts from the bottom of the body to the top of the head. So I actually made his attached his feet, and then got my stitch count right to go on up into the body to make him all one piece except for his arms and stuff. But whenever I was stuffing, I was having a really hard time getting this stuffed right because he's so chunky, and then his legs are so tiny, so I had to really pay attention to how I was stuffing him. But I used a 3mm hook on this, and I used all Bonbon Ice yarn in the color Brown Heather. I'm pretty sure that this color is denim, but I could be wrong. It's one of their blues. And then this color right here is caramel. And let's see, I just used some 2-weight, I think it's a sport weight, or maybe it's a 1-weight, I don't remember, but it's just some cotton yarn that I have that's really small to embroider his face or his muzzle. And then I gave him 9mm safety eyes. And then for the scarf here, that was not part of the pattern, I did that on my own, and I used the color Straw. And I just did 3 double crochets just back and forth and made a really long strip. And then I just slip stitched them together and tied it around his neck. And I think that he turned out super cute. I love how his face turned out, because at first I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like this, because his ears are really big for his little tiny head, because he has this little tiny head and then this big rotund body because he's super pudgy with this little tiny head. And I was like, how am I going to fit all that on there and make it look right? And his muzzle is made to be like out more, so I probably could make it stick out a little bit more than that. He's a little crooked, but it's okay. But it actually worked out fine. Like once I got the ears sewed on, they look, obviously they look good. But I was just worried. I thought that I had them up a little bit too high, but I think I did okay. I just love him. I think he's so adorable. And I really love the way that like this straw color really pops against that blue. I think that it turned out really cute. And he's definitely high up on my list. He was super easy to make too. Like, especially the way that the body pattern was written. It was very easy to just keep going after you attach the legs. And I really like doing patterns like that because I really don't like sewing on legs, especially not when they have to be round and sewed on. I'm not good at that at all. I usually just like, make them sit. But he wouldn't have been as cute sitting as he is standing, so. But yeah. So project number 12 and the cow is over now. And I just want to say sorry, Litza, that I got a little bit behind on it. But I really did enjoy that cow. And that, don't forget, if you want quick and easy projects, those videos will always be there. And I had a lot of fun participating in her cow. And I can see like making a lot of those projects again, especially like the eyeglass cases and stuff like that. Like, I never would have thought to, I don't know why, but I never would have thought to make something like that. And that was a lot of fun. And then, this little guy, I'm not sure. I know that I can link this magazine that has the pattern in it, but I'm not sure if I can find just the pattern. But I will link this magazine down below. And obviously the gnome pattern that I got this sunflower from, and then the coasters. And that's all that I've crocheted, and it's been a really long time, I feel like, since I made a video. I had no intentions of, I guess I should say that's everything, and I'm just going to talk about life now. But I had no intentions of staying away from YouTube this long. But once you stop making videos, it's so easy to stay in that habit of not making videos, if that makes sense. And I would be like, oh, well, I'll crochet this week. I'll make myself crochet this week. And I'll make a video. And then I didn't. Because, like, I really haven't crocheted. Like, I completely lost my crojo, I guess you could say. Like, I had no desire whatsoever to crochet. And I would try to, like, make myself work on something. Like, I tried to finish that bear I don't know how many times. And it's like, I just couldn't concentrate on it. I wasn't able to concentrate on it. It's like, I don't know. But I do have a little bit of a confession to make, that I had watched Llama Mama Kayla, and she has obviously been branching out with her YouTube videos, and I really enjoy her videos regardless of what crafts she's doing. And so I had been watching her color, like adult coloring or grown-up coloring, I don't know. But I didn't even realize that that was like really a thing, honestly, until I started watching her videos. And then I was like, oh, man, this looks so much fun. This looks like so much fun. I bet my kids would like doing this with me, because I always used to color with them when they were little. And if you don't know, my girls, they really love art. And, obviously coloring a picture is a form of art. And, yeah, so I just sat down. Actually, they had, they have tons of art supplies. And so they had brought some things down for me, and me and Caitlin had colored together, and it was so much fun. And I really enjoyed it. And so I, started looking around for, things for myself, and I was just kind of surprised at how much is available. And I know that this is a crochet channel and I'm talking about coloring. I'm just wondering, do any of you color? Because it really is so relaxing. Because with crochet, you really have to pay attention to what you're doing, especially with amigurumi. Now, when I'm doing well, that's not a good example. But like a granny stitch blanket or something, I don't really have to pay attention to what I'm doing because I know the stitch so well. But with coloring, you don't really have to think about it. The biggest concern is what color to use next. It's so relaxing, and like especially when I get off from work and I'm really stressed out from work, I have been pulling out a coloring book and coloring, and it just like decompresses me. And I just didn't realize how beneficial it was, because when I always thought about coloring, I just thought that it was for kids. Like I didn't even realize that they made coloring books for adults, with more in-depth pictures. And I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. If you have grandkids or kids, or even when you were younger, the coloring books that you would get, that type of paper, and then like the type of pencils that you would use and stuff. Like there's some really nice pencils that make it easier to color. And yeah, I've just had a lot of fun trying a new craft. I've tried so many different crafts over the years, and the only thing that's really stuck is crochet. Um, I just really haven't enjoyed anything else as much as I have been enjoying this. And when I find something new that I like, whether it's like a type of pattern, or a type of yarn, or a video game. I mean, I play video games sometimes. Like, I will get fixated on that, and that's all I want to do for a really long time. And that's kind of what's happened. That's kind of what's happened, is I kind of just have really been enjoying it, and so I haven't been crocheting like I should. I feel kind of silly saying stuff like that, but it's the truth. That's what I've been doing. And I didn't realize how big the coloring community is, because like I know that there are a ton of crochet podcasters out there. But there are a ton of like colorists, I guess they call themselves, that make videos about, whether it's a product video or just showing their finished pictures and stuff. And it's really, really neat. And when I grow up, that's who I want it to be like. I want to color like these people, because they can take colored pencils and make it look amazing. And that's really what I want to do. And it's so funny because like I will be sitting and coloring with the girls, because that's my main thing, is that I've really been enjoying spending time with them like that. Because we're just all sitting together and doing it together, and we're all, working on a separate picture or whatever. And they've been teaching me things, and I'm like, this has kind of came full circle, because I can remember teaching them how to color, like, coloring the lines or whatever, when they were little, and now they're teaching me things that I didn't even know, like, where's your light coming from, or how to shade, and I don't know, it's just crazy. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, so I mean, it is summertime, so the girls are off of school, and honestly, I've been a little bit I'm a little bit depressed. I know that's kind of weird to say on camera, but I have been just a little bit depressed, just thinking about this being my last real summer with my daughter Caitlin, because she's going to be a senior next year. And I just got to thinking, next summer she's probably gonna start working. She'll probably start working sometime this year, but um she's not gonna have just all this free time during the summer to just spend with me. And so I really just kind of been relishing like spending time with the girls. And so I think that my videos probably will be kind of sporadic during this summertime period. And I always kind of lose my crojo in the summer anyway, even though this time it's kind of for other reasons. But then it was like last year. I just had a lot going on last year. But yeah, I mean, I try really hard to be like a good podcaster, but I think I'm just one of those people that I just cannot stick to like for a long period of time, like the full year. I'm not able to do that. Like, I just have things that are a little bit more important, I guess. And family is very, very important to me. And speaking of family, Caitlin did pass her driver's test today. I was so proud of her. Oh my gosh, I was so proud of her. She did like three little things that were wrong, but the way that they do the road test now, when I was younger, you had to drive on the, like, in town, like on the actual road. And here they have like a parking lot with cones, and so it's just a little bit different, you know. And so I think that the things that she was marked off on were just kind of nitpicky things, you know, that you would have done differently if you had been on the actual road. But she did do really, really good, and like I said, she passed her driver's test, so I'm very proud of her. And yeah, they're growing up, and it makes me so sad that they're growing up because Shaylee's just right behind her. She's literally just a year younger than Caitlin, so um, yeah, so they have birthdays coming up this month as well that I have to get ready for. And, you know, I'm like a pre-planner too. Like, I plan stuff like months ahead. And so I'm already planning for like what they need for back to school and, you know, stuff like that. I never like to wait last minute for things like that. So that's something else that I've been doing as well. And other than that, just working and spending time with the kids. And like I said, coloring. It's so weird to say that on camera. I can't help it. Even though I know it's so popular now. Yeah. But anyway, like I said, let me know if you all have any other hobbies. I know a lot of you all diamond paint. And I know that there's a lot of like cross stitchers and stuff like that. Um, I just haven't never really been able to get into doing things like that. Like, I tried so hard to get into diamond painting, and I just couldn't. I don't know. It's just not my thing, I guess. Um, but like I said, coloring in a coloring book sounds like something that you would do as a child, but it actually is so therapeutic to do that. So if you've never tried it, I'm just saying you might want to give it a go because especially if you have a high stress job or I don't know, even like kids, you know, that can be stressful as well. So yeah, but I guess that's all that I have for you all. I've literally sat here and talked for like 15 minutes. There's not, you know, a lot else, much else to say except that I'm sorry. I do want to say that, and I do want to say that I thank you so much to all those that reached out, left, you know, comments or emails and messages and stuff like that. I really do appreciate you all reaching out to me. That means so much because there have been times in the past that I have had doubts about doing videos, and it's things like that and people like you that watch my videos that make me want to come back on YouTube and to continue doing this. I'm not going anywhere or anything like that, but like I said, I will be a little bit more sporadic during the summer. It may be you know, later on in the month. I know that I have to do a project for KK and Kristen, um, K&K Crochet. They're doing that Christmas extravaganza again, like they did last year. I'm going to participate in that, so that is something that I will definitely be making a video for this month, or this coming month in July sometime, for Christmas in July type thing. So I will have a video for that. And then also there's a cow going on for Cassandra at Craftably Ever After that I will be participating in too. I can't remember what the name is. Something about Around the World. I can't remember. I'm not getting the actual physical book, but I am going to do her Hello From pages. So that's something that you all could look into participating if you don't know, which I'm sure if you know me, you know who Cassandra is too. But yeah, I'm definitely going to do a project from the Whimsical Stitches. A good tip for that book, if you live in the US, is that the Libby app has that book. So you can borrow it from your library for free. And that's what I'm going to do because I actually don't own that book. Of all the books that I have, I don't have that one. And speaking of books, also, I know I said I was going to let you all go, but I keep thinking of things to say. But also, I want to say that I'm going to put a hold on my look inside videos. That is definitely a series that I am going to continue. So I will definitely do that. And I may pop up every now and then with one. But I will definitely start that back after the girls get back in school and stuff. Like I said, I just really want to spend time with them because time goes by so fast. And these kids, they grow up before you know it. And it's like, I just feel like, even though I've been here every single day and I've been watching them grow up, like it really hasn't hit me until this year, like, oh my gosh, because like I look at them and I just see these little girls, like I just still look at them like that, and they're not, they're growing up, and I just need to, um, just focus on family, I guess, this summer, and that's what I plan on doing. So yeah, that's all that I have for you all. I just want to say thank you again for sticking with me through this YouTube crochet journey. I really do appreciate it. And even though I know that I'm not the best podcaster, and sometimes I, disappear for a little bit and then come back, I really do appreciate you all sticking with me. And I know that you all care, and it means so much to me because I really do care about you guys too. So that's, like I said, all that I have for you all, and I will see you all real soon in another video. Bye.